What's up, fam? I'm Milton from TeamFFLEX. You're on my show I do every Thursday for you called Fitness Fire, where we talk about pretty much whatever's going on this week, things that I think are beneficial for the audience. Today I want to talk about bodybuilding competitions and wearing masks. This is something that's going on. People have been asking me a lot of questions, so let's talk about it in this video and cover a few facts that you guys will want to know if you are competing anytime soon or maybe even longer, who knows, right? So that's what we're going to talk about today. Do me a favor though, subscribe to this channel because it's one of 5 awesome shows I do all week for you right here, and then share out the video if this is helpful to you for all your competing friends, alright? Thanks for watching. I'm Ryan. Alright fam, it's that time of year again. Here we are now. It's mid-2020. It's actually crazy to think that, but we're near the end of June right now, moving towards the middle of the year, and bodybuilding shows are finally making a comeback. We've seen a few shows happen. We got more coming up. Right now, actually, just a few days away, I'll be heading up to Reno, Nevada for the NPC Motherload Center Podium. Shout out to my boys there wearing the shirt and everything, right? And I'll be up there, but it's actually a live stream event. Okay, so it's actually no audience, and that's because of state mandate, obviously government regulations. You guys can actually get that live stream at centerpodium.com. You really should. TeamFFLEX, we got some competitors in there. I'll be up there as a sponsor, running my booth. But today I want to talk about the bodybuilding shows and kind of this new mandate that's coming around that governors keep enacting, requiring masks in public places. Crazy thing is, this event up in Reno that I'm going to in just a few days, the NPC Motherload, our governor literally last night in Nevada just said, hey, masks are mandated now in all public places. So with that, obviously this is going to affect the show. It's going to affect the way things run. Competitors going to have to wear masks and so on and so forth. In California, we've already seen this happening now, and so with California, that those shows out there, you guys can bet the ones happening in July, like the Spectrum Fitness Productions NorCal, and there's another show down here, Patriots Challenge at Muscle Contest in Vegas, July 11th. You can expect probably these shows you're gonna have to wear a mask. And so with this, a lot of competitors been asking, hey, what's up with the mask thing? What's up with the mask deal? What's going on? And I'm not here to speak for any promoters, any productions, even Center Podium that I just talked about, Motherload. I'm not here to speak for Spectrum. I'm not here to speak for Muscle Contest or any of the other promoters that I'm a part of their show. What I am here to do, you guys, is tell you some facts based on what I know is going on in the world. All right, so here's the thing about competing. This kind of mandated mask thing obviously will affect bodybuilding shows, and some shows are going to be able to have audiences, some shows will not. For example, Motherload, like I've said, it's a live stream, no audience allowed up there. Some of these other shows we're looking at, in the future, going to be able to have some audience there, going to be able to have, obviously all the precautions, all the social distancing, all the, disinfecting, temperature checks, the stuff these promoters are going through. It's crazy, you guys. They're really going to the next level to make sure that everybody is 100% dialed in, okay? And so with that has come this question about these masks, and this is also what I really want to say here. The mask mandates are going to be different, obviously, for every different state, every different county in some cases, every different venue, every different promoter, all right? So what you got to understand is, hey, just because we might be doing masks up at Motherload here or over in California in the coming weeks, and competitors are going to have to wear them, it doesn't mean that that's every show that's happening in the United States or in the world. That's not mandated at every event. It's not an NPC-wide thing. It's not an IFBB-wide thing. It is a thing that promoters are dealing with in specific governments, okay? Governors and all that, they're making regulations. States are making their own regulations, and thus promoters, competitors, coaches, audiences, anybody has to adapt to that, right? So for an example, in Nevada just last night, and some of you guys may not be here yet, obviously, in other states, but they just mandated masks in all public areas. So literally, anytime you go outside, even, you leave your house, you leave your yard, you have to wear a mask. Even if you're at the park, even if you're social distancing, outdoors even, it's kind of, a big mandate that they put on. And so obviously that's going to affect events. That's the same thing that happened in California. I know it's happened in a few other states. We're probably going to see it happen in other places. But the point is, what I want to say about the masks is, hey, I've talked to a lot of competitors, and pretty much everybody seems comfortable wearing a mask if they get to compete. And that's really what we got to look at here. I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, if we're having a mask, I'm just not going to compete at all for 2020. But in reality, you're looking at it in the wrong light, right? It is actually more of a benefit to everybody if we can still do shows and you can wear a mask and you can still compete. It doesn't go against any of your hard work you've done on your physique at all to show up on stage and wear a mask, okay? And I talked actually in my interview just the other day. I posted it yesterday actually on this channel here, TeamFFLEX TV, my interview with Sandy Williamson, where we literally talked about just that. They're not judging your face. They're not looking at that, and obviously they're not going to downscore you if you have to wear a mask on stage, or if you choose to at events where it's maybe not mandated, okay? Because that's going to be another thing. Obviously the masks and things like that, people can make their own decisions where it's not mandated, you know, and that's kind of how it was here in Nevada before this mandate came out, and so on and so forth. What I want to say about the masks is, hey, you know what? At the end of the day, don't let it ruin your prep. If you got to wear a mask, get your mask ready, get it on stage. There's great suit designers like Amanda Louise Swimwear that are now doing masks that will match your suit, okay? They'll put them on there for you, and that'd be great. You know, obviously, if you're a female bikini competitor or something like that that wants to show up on stage and wear a mask that matches your bedazzled, blinged out suit, that's great. Good for you. Get the same color, get the, you know, same aesthetic. And like what I said in my live with Sandy yesterday was, you know, it's kind of a, you can look at it two ways. You can look at it, it's the worst thing ever. You can look at it, hey, we still get to compete. We still get to go out. We're not at stay-at-home orders. We're not stuck not doing shows. And honestly, I think at the end of the day, it makes a cool stage photo when, you know, you look at this 10 years down the road, you're looking back, you're showing your kids, whatever. Hey, look, I competed and I had to wear a mask on stage. Kind of crazy. What a crazy time that was. Because one day we will be, you know, through this, fam, and that's important to remember too. But what I just want to say about the masks and all this is what you should do is go straight to the promoters of your event for information. Don't go off anything I specifically said here, because even though I'm recording this now with the information I have, things change every hour, every minute, every day, literally in this world we live in right now during this pandemic, ladies and gents. So you could literally be watching this in a few hours and something may have changed. You could literally be watching it tomorrow and a lot of things may have changed. And, you know, all the information that I have could be changing. So what you should always do is, hey, pay attention to the promoters of your show, know what show you're going to be doing, obviously, and then look at the promoters, know who the promoters are, and stay tuned to the information they put out for you, the information they release for you. That kind of stuff, it's important to do, and that's the best place to get information. You can't count on me 100% because, like I said, everything's changing. Even stuff I said today could change by the time Motherload actually happens, or by, you know, NorCal and California in just a few weeks. All these happen. And obviously there's shows all around the world that I have no idea about that are going to be happening, you know, moving forward. And what you got to do is look to the promoters, look at those mandates there, see what your governments are doing, listen to them. They're always going to have you doing the best. And another thing I just want to reiterate right now, you guys, is obviously I'm a huge sponsor on a lot of events, okay? I sponsor many of these different events that happen in the NPC and the IFBB, with Muscle Contest, with Spectrum, with Center Podium, Samson Productions, you know, all kinds of different promoters we work with across the world, or country, world, all these different places, right? Elite Promotion, Joe Piscool, all these people, right? And I will tell you guys, they're going to the next level to make sure that these places, these events, these shows, if they can happen, they are following all of the rules, literally down to the T and probably beyond, with the disinfecting, the social distancing, the cleaning, you know, the crazy things that they have to do to mandate and move everything around and adjust this and that and make sure that everything is as safe as it could possibly be. So they are going to the next level for you guys to make sure that this stuff can happen. I know a lot of competitors are very concerned, obviously, with competing, you know, traveling, doing this kind of stuff. Hey, you know what, honestly, like I said in my live the other day, it seems like the cleanliness at a lot of these events, from what I've heard from these promoters and what's going to be done and the strict measures, it's going to be more safe probably than going to the damn grocery store, okay, you guys? So literally, props to all the promoters, props to all you competitors that prep through all this crazy time, props to everybody, and I can't wait to see you on stage. Hopefully you guys go get that live stream so you can hang out with me at the Motherload a little bit there. It's at centerpodium.com. You can get that and we can watch that. You guys can watch that live, you know, get part of the bodybuilding world, socially distanced, safe at home, and and you can still watch, you can still be a part of it, be part of the community, and that's important to do, you guys. Remember, you're supporting all the athletes, you're supporting the promoters, you're supporting the sport of bodybuilding if you become a part of these things. So be involved with whatever events you can, to whatever capacity, even if you just go as a spectator at ones that allow audiences and things like that. It's an important time because obviously, like I said, we are mid-year right now and we are getting to some of our first shows this year, which is actually crazy to think about. And now that things are rolling, hopefully we can keep them rolling, keep them growing, get more people competing and going forward while staying safe and healthy through this pandemic we're all going through right now. All right, so again, remember, masks, stuff that could happen. You might have to wear a mask on stage. Go to your promoters. Go check them out. Every single show, even if it's ones I mentioned, go check the promoters, ask them, make sure that everything I said is accurate because things are always changing. All right, thank you guys for watching Fitness Fire. I'm Ryan Milton from TeamFFLEX. Be back tomorrow for our Q&A series, Gains a Clock. Do me a favor, subscribe to the channel and share out the video. I'm Ryan Milton. Thanks for watching. Coach Rye is out.